Hey there, Sarah Hawkins here at True North Business Management, and with today's video I'd like to accomplish two things. The first is I'd like to walk you through a client intake process that I created using a tool called Process Street. And here we are at the Process Street website. Simple process and workflow management. Now if you know me, anything about me and True North Business Management, you know that I am all about creating simple processes and workflow management for small business owners so that they have more time to do the things that they enjoy. So by having good processes and workflows in place, you're not worried about whether or not you're going to miss a step. You're not waking up in the middle of the night concerned that you left a client hanging in some way. And this is also great for your clients because you're delivering on what you promised to them. They're not wondering where the next thing is because you told them what it is and you're delivering on what you promised. And this makes you look great to the clients, and hopefully they will then refer you on and you'll get more business from their colleagues and friends. So we'll just go ahead and log in here and get started on creating a client intake process. Now when you first create your account on Process Street, you will also receive this Process Street user guide, which is a really great walkthrough on all of the things that you can do with this. Because what we're going to do is we're just going to jump into, I got started here already with a client intake process. And as you can see, this is a simple checklist. It appears to be, I should say, a simple checklist, something that you can create in a Word document and just tick off as each thing is accomplished. But wait, there's more. I'm going to edit this template and select the first task. So we're assuming that you've already had your client or the prospect found out about you already, and you've already been in touch. You had your discovery session, you had a conversation that determined that you'd like to move forward together. So at the end of that conversation, you promised to send a proposal to the prospect. And so here is a draft. This is a draft email. You can draft an email so you have standard language every time that you send a proposal to a prospect. You also can attach a template for your proposals so that things are easy for you to find all the time. Everything here in one place. Did you receive the proposal back from the prospect? You can keep track of that. Next step, sending a contract to the prospect. Here is another example, same thing as what I included in the contract, in the proposal template. Opportunity, you can attach a template here, everything in one place so you don't have to go looking for it. And if you click send, it opens up your email client, brings you right here, and you can just edit your email and hit send right from here and attach the file from your Dropbox folder. Was the signed contract received? Oops, let me go back here. For contracts, you can do it this way that I just showed you. You also are more than welcome to print it and fax it to your prospect and ask them to send it back to you. You are also welcome to pop it in the mail. However, one of the easier ways of doing things is to open up an account, sign up with HelloSign or EchoSign. Each of these has free options, or if you use them, if you end up using them more than I think 5 times in a year or 5 times in a month, you want to sign up for a paid account. But what these allow you to do is create a contract right inside HelloSign or EchoSign and send it directly to your client, who can then sign it off electronically and email it back to you. Very simple process. Okay, so next step, was the signed contract received? And so, or it has been received. And then once it's been received, put it in file it away in a folder in your Dropbox, or if you use another filing system, that's fine too. Of course, you would just replace Dropbox with your filing system and go ahead and file the contract. Add the client to your CRM system. You may or may not have one of these fancier tools, and that's fine. You can have a Word document that keeps track of your clients. Having a folder in Dropbox is a way of managing your clients. I do, however, recommend that once you start to get busy and things start to like boogie along for you, you might want to start having one of these tools to just make your life a little bit easier. You'll then want to create a project schedule. You can, of course, use Post-it notes on your wall. That's totally okay. However, it's better to use a system. Here are some options here for you. You'll then want to invoice your client. Here are some options that exist out there for you to create fancy looking invoices and then tracking payment. You can also, for FreshBooks, which is what I use, you can create the invoice and receive payment and track payment through your bank account. FreshBooks syncs up with your bank account, and so it's also a great accounting tool that you can then share with your accountant come tax time. Very important, did you receive payment? You want to keep track of that. If you haven't received payment, you want to go back to your client before you begin work, of course. Once your payment has been received, you'll send a client welcome package. I recommend doing this because this lets everybody know what's expected. And here, what I've created here, this is a link to the folder I have on Dropbox that contains all of the documents that I like to include when I welcome a client aboard. You'll schedule your planning session. Please use an online scheduler for this. If a client was referred, thank the referrer. Now, the last, I'm just looking at my list here because there's some things that I wanted to add. If the client was referred, and so to create another task, all you have to do is these boxes are just waiting for you to add things in. So you've scheduled your planning session, you've held your planning session, you've thanked the referrer. So what happens? Work begins, doesn't it? And then work ends. And when work ends, what happens? Is that the end of your relationship with your client, or are you asking for a excuse me, a testimonial that you can then put on your website and then ask for referrals? So is there a way for you to do you offer an incentive to your clients for referrals? So I hope this was useful for you. What I'd like to do is encourage you to go to my website, www.truenorthbusinessmanagement.com, where you'll be able to download a template of this sheet that I created so that you'll be able to reuse it for your own purposes or edit it. And if you have any suggestions for me, please do drop me a line at sarah@truenorthbusinessmanagement.com. Thanks so much.